Hello and welcome into our CitrusTV studios for another Webisode edition of No Pulp. I'm Adam Gotkin, that's Adam Avin, and it's finally here. It's March, and Adam, you know what that means, right?
Spring? No, oh, madness.
Madness.
Oh, right.
Madness,
Right, madness.
And not just in basketball, but also in lacrosse. What a weekend it was. All the top teams going down. Duke loses to Pennsylvania. To me, that was the upset of the week.
100%. You talk about Brendan O'Neill. The guy you picked was going to be the Touraton winner, the guy who was going to be the best player in the country this year for the Blue Devils team that was expected to start out number one and stay that way pretty much through the rest of the season. But when you look at what happened in that game, I mean, it was rough going into the end of that game. And it wasn't just Duke in the ACC, Adam. All 5 ACC squads lost, and you see a couple of them up there on the team. Army and Syracuse going to overtime. I mean, just so many thrillers that took place. It was awesome.
An unbelievable weekend. How about the Ivy League? Pennsylvania beats Duke, Princeton beats North Carolina, and then that Hopkins-Virginia game. An instant classic down in Charlottesville. McCabe Millen, he was my favorite freshman coming into this year. Held to just one goal all game long. And I think if teams can stop him, then they can really stop this Virginia squad. And also, Maryland, the number 3 team in the country. I mean, they were destined to be at the top of the rankings this week, but Notre Dame, after losing to Georgetown last week, bounces back with a massive victory.
There is no consistency right now amongst the top teams in men's lacrosse, and it's kind of like what we're saying with men's basketball right now, too. All the top teams are losing, and some wins have been really surprising, but you look at a team like Johns Hopkins, they go and they beat Virginia. They also beat Georgetown, Loyola, and UNC. I mean, that's a good team right there, so some of these wins aren't coming as surprises because the top of the top, right at the top of the standings right now, is so close that some of these games are surprises, but I'm not shocked by them, if that makes any sense.
It's unbelievable, the parity right now in the sport.
Right.
I mean, the top 3 is Denver, Army, and Johns Hopkins.
You wouldn't have guessed this a couple of weeks
It's crazy.
ago.
None of the ACC teams in the top 3 anymore. Well, we'll be talking a lot of basketball and a little more lacrosse in our full show. Make sure to check it out on YouTube and on OTN.